the ghost section up here. Well, thank you all for coming out tonight. I'm McKain Lakey. I'm originally from Washington State, but I've been spending the winter in Mountain View, and I'm really excited to get to play for all of you tonight. I tend to start out my sets with a cappella songs, just so that I get all of my nerves out in the first go. So here's one that I learned last summer from a buddy of mine. Hope you like it. I know I've got that stone that was hewed out of the mountain. I know I've got that stone come rolling down from Babylon. I know I've got that stone that was hewed out of the mountain, tearing down the kingdom of this world. My brother's got that stone that was hewed out of the mountain. My brother's got that stone come rolling down from Babylon. My brother's got that stone that was hewed out of the mountain, tearing down the kingdom of this world. My sister's got that stone that was hewed out of the mountain. My sister's got that stone come rolling down from Babylon. My sister's got that stone that was hewed out of the mountain, tearing down the kingdom of this world. My mother's got that stone that was hewed out of the mountain. My mother's got that stone come rolling down from Babylon. My mother's got that stone that was hewed out of the mountain, tearing down the kingdom of this world. King Jesus is the stone that was hewed out of the mountain. King Jesus is the stone come rolling down from Babylon. King Jesus is the stone that was hewed out of the mountain, tearing down the kingdom of this world. Yes, he's tearing down the kingdom of this world. Thank you. This next song is one that I wrote, and it's sort of loosely based on the life of my great-grandmother. She was from North Carolina, and she and her husband, my grandfather, they moved to Kansas and tried to farm in the late 20s, early 30s, which turns out it was not a good time to try and farm in Kansas. So they continued west and north and wound up starting a dairy farm in Washington State, and had a bit of a tumultuous relationship. And so this song is sort of what I imagine might have been my grandmother's perspective on things based on kind of family lore that's been passed down. I don't know my daddy, but I think he was a ghost that came out of the woods in North Carolina. He gave us all our curly hair and skin that don't fit in nowhere, but I got a man who tells me it won't matter where we're going. I'm going west to hide my face, and I don't ever want to see this place again. George, he is a good man, and he's always by my side, but he couldn't get no crops to grow in Kansas. So we'll head up north and buy some cows. We'll make it on our own somehow. It's dark and cold, but the hunger ain't so dusty. I'm going west to hide my face, and I don't ever want to see this place again. George, he ain't no angel, but at least he's not a ghost. He gave the kids a home and a future. And he gets drunk and he gets mad, but he's the only man I ever had. The mornings smell like stale beer and bruises, but the loving ain't so bad. I'm going west to hide my face, and I don't ever want to see this place again. I made it here to 94, lost my mind and a little more. I smell like age and soap and bitter living. But it's one more trip out west for me, west into the open sea, to rid myself of ghosts and fear and hatred. I'm going west to hide my face, and I don't ever want to see this place again. I'm going west to hide my face, and I don't ever want to see this place again. I'm going west to hide my face, and I don't ever want to see this place again. This next song, I've discovered based on the number of times that I've played it that a lot of people can relate to this song based on their response to this introduction, which is that the song is about that feeling when you're trying to make things work with this fiddle player in Washington State, but you can't quite make it work because you're still hung up on that fiddle player in Cincinnati, Ohio. See, I know you all understand me. I know I'm in Mountain View, there's a lot of fiddlers around, so, you know, by extension, you know there's a lot of people who've been heartbroken by fiddlers, so. It's something I've experienced a couple of times. I wanna love you the way that you love me, and I wanna hold you the way that I should. And I wish I was home in this town by the ocean, 'cause you both done me right and you treated me good. But in my mind I am driving up north through Kentucky, and darling, you're not by my side. I am stuck in a memory, even when I'm with you, of heading home to a love that I wish I could hide. So if someday you wake up alone in your bed and you're wondering Maybe I'll drive all those 2,000 miles to find him with somebody new. But I'd rather be traveling weary and lonesome than to be by your side with a heart that's untrue. So if someday you wake up alone in your bed and you're wondering why I left town, know that I am in love with a boy from Cincinnati, and Ohio's been following me around. I am in love with a boy from Cincinnati, and Ohio's been following me around. So I have a deep love of old-time music, which means that I wind up listening to a lot of murder ballads. And there was at one point where I sort of went down the murder ballad rabbit hole, as one does, and started getting really frustrated because, I mean, a lot of these songs are about dude humans killing lady humans, and most of the time the dude humans don't really talk anything about the lady humans or say anything about their lives, and they don't obviously get to say anything because they're already gone. And so I just started getting really frustrated because I was like, well, this is a very one-sided tradition of songs. So I decided to write a song kind of from the perspective of the woman being killed in a murder ballad, because I really take on cheery topics. It's my... So I'm going to play you two songs. First I'm going to play the murder ballad, and then I'll play you my response to it. Yeah, so this is the song Little Sadie. This is the point in the night where I do my mediocre ripoff of Doc Watson. So, yeah, you've been warned. Went out one night for to make a little round. I met little Sadie and I shot her down. I went back home, got in my bed, 44 pistol under my head. Woke up next morning about 9:30. The hacks and the buggies all standing in line. The gents and the gamblers standing all around, taking little Sadie to her burying ground. And I began to think what a deed I'd done. I grabbed my hat and away I run. I made a good run, but a little too slow. They overtook me in Jericho. I was standing on the corner reading the bill, and up steps Sheriff Thomasville. Said, young man, ain't your name Brown? Remember the night you shot Sadie down? Said, yes, sir, my name is Lee. Murdered little Sadie in the first degree. First degree and the second degree. If you got any papers, won't you read them to me? They took me downtown and dressed me in black. They put me on a train and started me back. Crammed me back in the Thomasville jail. Had no money for to go my bail. The judge and the jury took their stand. The judge held the papers in his right hand. 41 days, 41 nights, 41 years to wear the ball in There are many better fiddlers than me in this room, so be gentle. This is my one song that I wrote on the fiddle. So there, we heard the story as told from the perspective of Lee Brown, murderer of lady people. And we heard about, oh, woe is me, I had to run away from the law, and then they caught up with me, darn. And here's the story as told by Sadie. They'll know your story for 100 years or more. They'll hear the ringing of your goddamn 44. They'll know about your prison time and running from the law, but they won't remember your hateful face. They won't know all that I saw the night you shot me down, my love, my dearly Brown. The night you shot me down, Lee Brown. I'm not as small as they all say, but I didn't run. For size and speed don't factor when you're staring down a gun. You forced your body onto mine while whispering my fate. Then through my blood and tears you pulled a trigger laced with hate. The night you shot me down, my love, my dearly Brown. The night you shot me down, Lee Brown. It's true I loved another, and their love for me was plain. I held two souls up to my heart and never felt ashamed. So don't you try to blame me. Don't tell me I was wrong. You never should have killed me or put me in your song. The night you shot me down, my love, my dearly Brown. The night you shot me down, Lee Brown. Any love for you in this whole world, it's dying here with me. In 41 years they'll turn you loose, but you never will be free. For I'm not just a token, not just a line you've sung. I'm every woman ever killed. I am every death bell rung. The night you shot me down, my love, my dearly Brown. The I sing that one and I have to kind of shake it off for a second. Whew. Anyway, there's that. Sometimes I get angry about stuff. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. You deserve some loving arms wrapped around you, little girl. You deserve some loving arms wrapped around you, little girl. Wait, little mama, it's not you against the world. Let me be the loving arms that should have held you, little girl. Wait, little mama, listen to your words. Deserve some loving arms wrapped around you, little girl. Da-da. Da-da. I've seen her in a memory. She's the one with all the curls. She's screaming at the bedroom door, you've got to hold your little girl. You know you're gonna break her. Keep her fighting just like you were. Screaming at the whole wide world if you don't hold your little girl. You deserve some loving arms wrapped around you, little girl. You deserve some loving arms wrapped around you, little girl. You deserve some loving arms wrapped around you, little girl. Okay, so I figured while in this part of the world, I should learn some Almeda Riddle songs. So I learned one to sing tonight because I figured when in Rome, sing Almeda Riddle, right? So let's see. On the topic of like women not being treated super great. Here's another one to add to the collection of the night. So this song is basically from the point of view of this man who's in love with this woman. Her parents do not approve, and their idea of a solution to keep the two apart is to lock the woman in a room and not let her out and not let anyone in. The story doesn't really end super well for her or for him, but we'll get to that in a second. I hope I can make it through because I just learned this song, but here we go. Last night I dreamed of my true love. All in my arms I held her. When I awoke, she was not there. Now I must live without her. Her yellow hair like strands of gold was streaming over my pillow. Oh, she's the only one I love, my rainbow mid the willow. I searched for high and I searched for low. I made some low inquiries, but they all said no, we've seen no such. We would have no such in our keeping. But when she heard those words I spoke, she whispered low at her window, saying, darling, I'd be in your company, but locks and chains doth hinder. But when I heard those words of hers, I swore that room I would enter, or I'd forever know the reason why she was locked and chained within there. But up stepped her father, stern and wise, likewise two stalwart brothers, said, before you would enter that locked room, in your life's blood you will wallow. They've taken away my own true love, and tears now wet my pillow, for she's the only one I love, my rainbow mid life's willows. How are we doing on time out there, Chris?
You're doing great.
Cool.
About 15 minutes.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. That's more time than I had thought that I had. That's exciting. Okay. Cool. So anyway, I kind of love those. I kind of love songs like that last one just because it seems kind of funny to me that this guy's like, oh no, my life is so terrible without this person in it. And I'm like, dude, like, I'm pretty sure it's worse for her. Like, she's literally chained up in a room along with being without you, so. But there's just, my silly commentary about that. Here's a happier song. Another one that I just learned, so we'll see how this goes. You guys get to be my guinea pig audience because I haven't played a show in a while. Woo! Okay, this one is much happier. This is this person is going to ask this fair lady to marry them, so that's exciting. We've had a lot of death and imprisonment, so now we can have happy, fun things. Cool. Yonder comes a pretty little girl. How you think I know? I know her by her pretty little curls, it hanging down so low. I'm going to Italy before long to see that gal of mine. Finger ring, shines like glitter and gold. I'm going to see my own true love before she gets too old. I'm going to Italy before long to see that gal of mine. Asked that gal to marry me. What'd you reckon she said? She said she wouldn't marry me. Her father was dead, but I'm going to Italy before long to see that gal of mine. Asked that girl to marry me. I don't give a darn. I'll do my best to treat her right. And then 2 kids of her. I'm going to Italy before long to see that gal of mine. Whenever I'm away from home, ready to come in, I'll cover up that bed of coals and go to that stringing, 'cause I'm going to Italy before long to see that gal of mine. Well, I could play another depressing song for you. How's that? Shay in the back rolling her eyes at me. I feel like I just felt that from the stage. Okay. Here's another new one, newish one. One that I have not performed before, so that's exciting. It's all good. We're all in this together, folks. How's everyone doing? You doing okay out there? It's awfully quiet in here. Anybody enjoying the sunshine today? Oh yeah, 3 cheers for sunshine. A topic that all humans agree on, I would hope. So I've been in Mountain View since November, and this really is such a special place. I feel really grateful to be here. Really grateful for a pretty beautiful community, which is very beautifully represented right now. Yes, I'm complimenting you. Oh no, whatever shall we do? She's talking about us. thought you heard his voice say, girl, you better get back home, because it's 14 steps from the bedroom to the kitchen. You think of that each time you're with him, each time you wish you were alone. And it's full speed ahead to the limit. Close your eyes and wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's been 12 long years since you met him back in high school, before the drinking and the power tools and all the holes left in the wall. And now you're 8 years into a house you never wanted. You pay the mortgage when he's wasted, hear his footsteps in the hall. It's full speed ahead to the limit. Close the door and wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's been 16 days since you caught him with that waitress, another broken, battered mistress, another girl who tried to run. It's been 13 hours since he polished off the whiskey, since he started getting handsy, since he told you about the gun. It's full speed ahead to the limit. Hold your breath and wait a minute. Wait a minute. Full speed ahead to the limit. Close the door and wait a minute. Wait a minute. Full speed to the limit. Close your eyes and wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I've got one more for you. So, I like to do a lot of things. So sometimes I'm playing music and sometimes I'm teaching music and other times I'm schlepping people's gear around. And this song was written when I was doing the third activity. I was running sound for this band called March 4th, who are based out of Portland, Oregon. And they're a crazy band. And by that I mean they tour around on a 45-foot tour bus with 20 people living on it. Crazy. And I was running sound for them on a tour through the Midwest. And we were on our way home from St. Louis, Missouri. So we're on our way home from St. Louis, Missouri, and we're traveling through Wyoming. And as we're going through Wyoming, the bus driver, who's this really cool guy named Mark, was like, "Hey friends, what would you say to making a little stop in the mountains in Wyoming at this place where we used to go with my family when I was a kid?" And of course we're all like, "Yes, please, Mark, please take us to your childhood. That sounds amazing." So so we drove up these windy roads through these mountains in Wyoming up to top of this ridge, and there was this lake up there, and it was so beautiful. And so we get out of the bus and we're walking around and kind of exploring by the lake and going through the woods and stuff, and the sun is kind of like starting to go down. It's not quite going down, but it's like there in the sky, and the ridge is like here. And it starts to rain really softly on this super still lake, and so every place that the rain would hit would cause all these ripples to come out and like intersect with each other all over the lake. And it was just really beautiful, and I was sitting by the lake and feeling very moved, and like the lake needed a song. And Mark, the bus driver, came over to where I was sitting and sat down next to me, and I was like, "Hey Mark, I think this place needs a song. What is the name of this place?" And he said, "We're in Medicine Bow National Forest, and this lake is Lake Marie." So this song is called Lake Marie, and it's sort of a song for the lake. It's sort of a song for like something in our lives that we might be missing. So maybe it's a person, or maybe it's a place, or maybe it's a time. So I like to kind of conjure that up a little bit when I sing this song. And if there's something in your life that you're missing and you want to just kind of hold it dear and precious for the next 3 to 4 minutes, here's an invitation to do that. If you don't want to do that, you can say, "Sorry, McKain, I'm not going to follow your instructions. And you know what? I respect your autonomy as a human." So. I've wanted my ripples to run into yours since the last time I saw your sweet face. Keep dropping stones, but my rings, they grow weaker. They never do cast me away from this place. I'm up in the mountains after days on the prairie, just driving and drinking and wishing for rest. And you're on my mind nearly all of the time, and I wonder if you're out there missing me less. And it's raining on Lake Marie. And if you ever go back to Medicine Bow, bring back a raindrop for me. And I'll know it's been raining on Lake Marie. I've been out on my own, and I've learned and I've grown. I've had precious moments I've wanted to share, like the glowing goodbye of the Wyoming sky, or the warmth of kind strangers you find everywhere. I carefully save all the memories I've made, hope somewhere in my travels it's you that I'll find. 'Cause I miss you like breathing, though you never were mine. And this rain is the murmur of you on my mind. And it's raining on Lake Marie. Raining on Lake Marie. And if you ever go back to Medicine Bow, Sometimes when I'm lonesome, I think of you sitting and watching fish jump out on Lake Marie. You set loose a stone and you wait for the ripples to flow down the river and out to the sea. You stare at the mountains and the sun setting sky as the rain starts to silently fall. Then you look all around as the water runs down and you worry someday I won't miss you at all. And it's rain on Lake Marine, raining on Lake Marine. And if you ever go back to Madison Bowl, bring back a raindrop for me, and I'll know it's been raining on Lake Marine. Now is the point in the night where often people decide to turn everything into a sing-along. I'm just gonna put that out there. It's raining on Lake Marine, raining on Lake Marine. And if you ever go back to Madison Bowl, bring back a raindrop for me, and I'll know it's been raining on Lake Marine. Last chance. It's still raining on Lake Marine. Thank you very much. My name's McKain Lakey. I'm around teaching voice lessons for the next month if you want some last-minute voice lessons. I also have merch in the back, and I like to make friends, so come say hi.